Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. It has been a while since I posted my last YouTube tutorial here, so I really miss sharing my solutions with you. And today I am with a really intriguing question on LeetCode. It is the number of perfect pairs. So let's jump in. Okay, we are given an integer array nums, and for each pair, like for I and j, we should find the perfect pairs, like the number of perfect pairs. Okay, when we call perfect pair, we have to find which pairs they are perfect. Okay, I'll take an example, and they give us like a conditions to find the perfect pairs. The minimum of the difference and the sum of the values of any values, like any pair, it should be less or equal the minimum of the value, like the two values. And we have another condition for the maximum. So like we should find all pairs that these conditions working with. So first, I think we have, like, the first step that came to my mind is to simplify these conditions into one simple condition we can continue with, we can write our code with. So let's take this example and see. Okay, so now let's bring our conditions here. Okay, add a text box. Okay. Okay, let's bring some drawer. Okay guys, for any pair in the array, we have A, we have B, like they are the values, like any values in the array. Okay, we have to bring them and see. Okay, first, the minimum of A minus B, okay, the minimum between differences between two values and the sum of two values, we have to find the minimum, and this minimum have to be less or equal than the minimum of the original two values. So I want to work with this condition. You can choose working with the maximum condition, but they are the same, but I want to work with this now. Okay, so I want to delete this, okay, for the text. No, I want to remove this now. Okay, we have the minimum. Okay, we have the minimum between difference and sum. Okay, we know that if we have like the pairs, if B bigger than A, like the minimum should be the difference. If we are working with a positive integers, but we have an array of negative and positive integers. So like the first idea that come is to sort the array by the absolute value, like to find the absolute value, then all the numbers we have will be positive, then easily we'll be working with positive numbers, and the difference, it will be the minimum. So the minimum here will be A minus B. Okay, A minus B. Okay, so the minimum between A and B, it have to be, okay, it have to be A. Okay, why I assume this? Because I told you I want to order our array. Like when I order the array, A, it has to be less than B, which is we are given this condition in the question. Like I have to be less than B, less than J. So by default, A will be less than B because we want to order and we want to have absolute values. So after that, okay, A minus B. Okay, let's say, okay, now A and B, they are not absolute values. Let's say that, okay, X equal the absolute value of A, okay, and Y is the absolute value of B. Okay, so when we say, okay, when we have the absolute value, we will say that B, the absolute value of B minus the absolute value of A, it will be equal with this absolute value. Like Y minus X, it have to be, okay, the absolute value of A, it is X. Okay, this is math, guys, so we are not encoding, it's math now. So okay, after having this condition, we can get X here, so it will be Y less or equal 2x, because this x will come here and then sum them and we have 2x. Okay, I think like this condition is more easy and more simple to work with in our code, in our algorithm. It's simple than this one. Okay. Okay, so at first, like our steps that we have to work with, first is find the absolute values, okay, I will write it like this just for now. 2, we have to sort our array, sort. Okay, then third, after having all the array like sorted, then we can iterate over the array we have and find the pairs based on this condition, to use this condition, not using the previous the given 2 conditions, which is hard to work with. So okay, let's take an example to show you how it really will work. Okay, just let's bring this one, is better for writing. Okay, let's see. We have an array, like I will give you like 3, 2, 0, no, not 2, sorry, back. Okay, 1, 0. Okay, as we said, like in our steps, first I want to find like the absolute values. Okay, let's, like in our example, have, for example, this is -1, or like it is just an example. Okay, so after having like the absolute values for everything and sort it, we will find 0, 1, 2, 2, and oh my god, 3. Okay, now what I did actually in this step, I found the absolute values for all these elements and sorted the array. Then I want to we have to work with this condition now, like we have to iterate on this. Okay, how to iterate? Okay, you know that we have 2 values, like we want to have one pair contains of 2 values, so we want to iterate. So the perfect thing to use here is the 2 pointers technique. So I will use 2 pointer. Okay, first let me use another color. Okay, I want to make 2 pointers. I want to start from the end. Guys, you can like start from the beginning or from the end. It will be the same. Like at the end, the difference will be like just changing the condition in your for loop. So it will be the same. I want to call this one I. Okay, I want to use this one to call this one J. Okay, like we will keep going, like we will keep working with the 2 pointers, like keep sliding in our array until we reach here. So I would take this two values. Okay, we have a 3, we have 2. Let's see, like the first pair is 2 and 3, like as in our example. Okay, no need to find absolute values because we already did. Like our array now, no negative values in it. So this one will be X, this one will be Y. So our condition is Y is less or equal to X. So our condition is Y, which is a 3, less or equal to multiply of 2, like it is 4. Okay, it is 4 here. 3 less or equal 4. Yeah, this is true. So we have our first perfect couple. So our first perfect couple, let's write here, it's 2 and 3. Okay, after that we need to move, here to bring I and J here. Okay, let me erase this now. Okay, let's just remove this like this. Okay, now we will have I here, and this will be our new J. Okay, okay, let's take it. We have 1, we have 2. Let's go. Okay, like 1 now, like what, this is Y and this is X. Okay, so Y should be less or equal to X, like 2 have to be less or equal to multiplied by 1, it is 2. So our condition is true. So now we have our second pair, which is 1 and 2. Okay, now only remaining one pair in our array. Okay, let's move this. Okay, now we have our I here, and here is our j. Okay, our j. So our last pair, which is 0 and 1. Okay, this is y and this is x. Okay, so 1, which is y, have to be less or equal to multiply of 0. Okay, 2 multiply of 0, 2 multiply of 0, which is 0. Okay, is 1 less or equal 0? Of course no, so it's not a perfect pair. So now we only have 2 perfect pairs, so 2. So the answer, our code should return, is 2. Okay guys, now we explained our problem. Now let's go to the coding part. Okay, now let's see how to write the code. Okay, at first, as we said, first we have to find absolute values in the array and order or sort the array. So I want to find a new array which is called nums. Okay, num. That's because the previous one is num, so keep it num. You can keep it nums. Python will not avoid that. Okay, num, it will be the any value in the array num. It will be absolute value of x. Okay, for the for loop for x and nums. Okay, then we need to sort this array. Like in Python, we have a built-in function or method for sorting the array. Okay, so num dot sort. Okay, it's a method. No. Okay, Control Z. Okay, now we need to find we need to do 2 pointers, but at first I need to find the length of our array to use it for calculate the value of the 2 pointers, or not a value, the indicator of the 2 pointers. Okay, and it will be len of num. Okay, then we have I equal n minus 1 and j equal n minus 2, because as you see in our on our board, that I it will be the last number, which is n minus 1 indicator, and the j, it will be the previous number, the previous element, which is n minus 2. Okay, now I want to create a variable for to save our result or our answer in it. So we'll call it answer equal 0 at the beginning. Okay, now we have to do 2 whiles to iterate over I, then change the g. So this is 2 pointer technique. We explained it before, and we'll explain during writing the code now. Okay, first the I, it should not be less than 0. Like when we reach the beginning of the array, we need to stop. So while I bigger than 0, then go and see the condition. What is the condition? It will be while j also, it need to be more than 0, and another condition, which is the condition we wrote, guys. The condition we wrote now, that the x value, the absolute value for the first element, it has to be more, the multiply of it had to be more or equal the second value. So num of I less or equal to multiply of num of j. Okay, so at first we need to decrease our j to make it back. Okay, j minus equal 1. Okay, increase it by 1, and because if this condition worked, we need to continue to the next, and of course, if we continued with I, we will increase the answer, to have more extra perfect pair. Okay, the answer, no, we are still in the while. Okay, the answer, it will be plus or equal. Okay, I have to calculate this. Okay, I minus j minus 1, the answer. Okay, and then like after checking this condition, and if yes, like to add to continue and add into like into the answer, to increase the answer by 1, we need to go back like with I, like to go to the next item. -1, okay. And okay, we're still in the while. Okay, we need to go out and we return the answer. Need to return the answer. Okay, it sounds good like that. Let's run. Okay, we have wrong. Okay, let's see what we did. Okay, first we find the absolute value, in nums. Okay, then we sorted. Okay, then we find the length of n, the array, then the I. Okay, -1, -2. Okay, answer is 0. Okay, we went here, I bigger. Okay, what about that, like the value or the element in the index 0? So we need to add 0 here and another 0 here. So now let's run again. Okay, accepted. Let's submit. Okay, also accepted. Alright guys, so now we solved this this solution or this algorithm with time complexity. Okay, let's calculate the time complexity. We used here like 2 while loop to like using the 2 pointers. So time complexity here is O of n, and above we did a sort, and the time complexity for sorting is log n. So okay, log n and O of n, it is O of n log n. Okay, this is the time complexity. Okay, nothing remaining. So guys, thank you. That's my solution, and don't forget to hit the subscribe and like and comment if you have any different idea or different solution you want to share with me. And thank you, and see you next video.